Hello, everybody. It's time to start the Homecast Star Rail. Been a while. Well, it's been since Sunday. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to, download some updates. No! That's fine. It won't take long, though, I don't think. I feel like I need to... What's that song called? It starts out with, random game start, app, dip, dip, app, dip, dip. That's what I feel like I need to be doing. Internet keeps starting to shut out. No! Of course it does. Also, why the hell is my desktop audio so loud? App, dip, dip, app, dip, dip, uh-huh. I can't do it like the cute VTubers, though. I have my own cute way, I guess. I could go a little bit higher, but then it would be weird. You know, this model's actually pretty good. Like earlier, I had me a little snacky snack. And it picks up on chewing. Like, my lips. You can't really see. Hang on. He like. Like, watch it. Watch it. You ready? You ready? And it like picks up on like every movement my mouth makes. Although it's not moving from side to side anymore. There you go. If I get Free Bridger to work, the cheek puff thing would work better, but it doesn't. No, I can't do tongue. Nah. It does, like, so much, though. Okay. Now I gotta put myself back. And I have still not messed with the textures any, and I really need to. It is awesome. I definitely do not. I literally just finished the story last week. Oh, we can read the stories first. Like, as soon as I'm done with the mission, there's another mission. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. As written by Rohan. Oh no, Kushibe. Actually, it's probably not even his last name. Probably forgot about it. In Amphorius, untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kefale made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy while realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of a statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Phynon of Ides Elysiae. He never spoke of his origins, only using this name to nonchalantly identify himself.
That's not really his name, is it?
People cast sidelong glances at him, their minds swirling with doubt. The man merely responds with a breezy smile, neither confirming nor disproving their speculation. Phynon is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the Gold Weaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the Holy City, eager to bring light to the hero's path.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too
Fucking
seems as
Aglia.
small as a step.
Aglia. Keep changing her name. Ballads reach him through the breeze as though soft voices meant for him, and he responds in
No
kind.
matter. My existence is of little consequence.
Aedes Elysei. Elysei? Keep forgetting. I think I pronounced it right the first time. The man's hometown, shrouded in secrecy just like his past. Some have searched for that distant village, yet found it neither written about nor passed down through song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite poetry. Yet within the ancient texts of the Holy City, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far-off future, the land of Emphorius will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the Chrysos epic. Yet his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some, too, losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. It's fine on. You already knew who it was, though. Alright. Ooh. Castris. I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny, next to the silver-haired girl worshipped at the Demise's hollow. The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and snapped, the shackle chained pale wrists dotted in thickening rust. The priest asks with a shaking voice, upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch? The girl never answers, like death itself, wreathed in silent solemnity. Bleh. People often say that dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by their fingers a little. In the mirages, when the girl petted death, she sees black waterfalls foaming and bellow, pouring down from a chasm in the sky where a solitary tower withstands torrents sallow. When she wakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch, and the cacophonies billow, like the wail of the dead, the howl of the beasts, in confusion, delirium, and clamors hollow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior feared in battle. She did not go
with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how despicable.
And from that day on, she adorned herself. Her dress, white as radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
For if death cannot be avoided,
So says the girl.
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the manifold rites about death, the ones she knows with most intimacy are burial rites. One burial of unfamiliar countenance after another, wherever she presided, from the angelic visage of a babe passed in the cradle, to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow. From the scars on a war-battered general's torso, to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet she remembers not a single living human she had seen. Even in the mirror, she thinks her own face strange with an alien glow. In the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to gleam is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Stay alive.
When she cast aside the shackles and stepped beyond Idonia, a deja vu most violent seized her whole. Did she, perchance, conduct some previous escape? Illusions danced across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield covered in corpses, then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape? Over and over again. She now knows the answer and quivers, for it is a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must stay alive. But alas, at that time she knows not. Hey, rude. Well, now I have to go read it. I didn't even get to finish reading that. Here. No. Dang it. Messed up. There. Now we can read the end of it. Effing rudeness. But alas, at that time she knows not that death is not the end. It is only a butterfly landing on a withered branch, utterly meaningless, profoundly trite. It's Aglaia. Oh, interesting. There's two here. Akama, a city that warriors look back upon before marching toward the battlefield. The holy city, the sanctuary of all the citizens. Just as the poets of the city have sung.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
And the beauty of the holy city is like Aglaia herself, dressed in finery and of noble birth. She is the dress master of Akama, the one who weaves with golden threads.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve.
A jealous whisper can be heard.
She will never be able to produce something seamless.
Golden threads quiver, and a gentle wind rustles by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others fan the flames. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better than any garment maker, sculpting forms as perfect as the gods themselves.
Lady Aglaia, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Her gaze flits across the stoa, equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder, how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not? As with the holy city that's perpetually bathed in night, how do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights? For the weaver, the answer lies in her golden threads. Golden threads of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands and eyes. The colors of the world intertwine with the undertones of human hearts come flooding toward her. These golden threads are no less prideful than the master they now belong to.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery.
Be it stitched finely and tightly or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The rhyme rolls off like seams, like a soft sigh from lips. The one who weaves gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther. The network of threads that entwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to is weaving the fate of Akama into a flawless, seamless outcome. I don't like Aglaia. A long line stretched across the square, merchants, shopkeepers, and even high society elite, all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was the path to Aglaia's abode. I swear I want to mispronounce it every time. Is the Holy City's fashion trend center going to reveal her newest masterpiece?
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces.
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Akama, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that a family of priests who worship Nestia go way back with the weaver. But her impeccable gift for weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once a sacred duty was misunderstood by the beauty obsessed. who mistook fallen shreds for priceless treasures.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The Weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something. It is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world, and who strides toward everlasting daylight. There are, nevertheless, people whom the Weaver is willing to sew and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty sharp as a blade and the pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks
I
out.
want to stir her emotions.
The voice of a blushing young boy.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up. Next to him is a barefooted girl staying silent with her head kept low. Unfortunately, gold threads are willful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look surfaces on the young child's countenance. The specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter. The Weaver begins.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
As messengers of Giannis, they will bring him the shoes he hopes for. Oh, look, I guess each of these things is part of a story of the act. Oh, there's 2 here, too. For Tribe. In a corner of Akama, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3. There's 3 identical children?
The 3 children have differing smiles. One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin, and the other is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Stranger, welcome to the holy city. We will show you the way forward.
Trivios. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elderly priests of Giannissopolis. Giannissopolis? Giannissopolis. Know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, the smiling children gathered around the old man. They wish that the twilight breeze will carry away all the tales of sadness. The end times looms like a dark cloud, hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with worry.
Hello? Do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the women's tears, babies sleep amidst whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footprints remain. And the citizens call them,
3 pillars of Akama.
yet they simply shake their heads.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the townsfolk.
Trian,
An old man says.
No, we're Treenin.
Treenin is the quietest of the trio.
You, Treenin?
A young girl asks.
Wrong. We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of the trio.
Then you must be Treevee.
A child shouts.
You're right. Good job.
Treevee is enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of the most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So, you literally show the people the right path to take?
Lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
The children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
They're so stinking cute, though. I almost want them, but I want Mighty Mouse more. So we're saving for Mighty Mouse. Even though I have a feeling if I did a 10 pull right now, I'd get them immediately, but I don't know. I don't want to risk my chances of losing Mighty Mouse. There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. The child leaned toward the soldier and said nary a word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other two children, they were in the city, beside a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only did the three children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other two will burst into tears as well.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphorius' nursery rhymes.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over that any literate child could recite them by heart.
Rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by God's chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming rockets, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
Dangerous.
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Trinan.
The quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trian.
The exuberant child raises her hands.
Stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't I just play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Tribius is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Tribius tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
It's very sad. The children swore they were already adults, yet when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cried out in pain together. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the crisis war is a painful dream. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. A new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of one another, their senses intertwined with one another or something like that. I hate when it cuts out before I'm finished reading it. FFS. Ooh, I'm actually almost done here. I just need like one more person there. Apparently you also get the idol on that way. Look, how cute. Or I could get your knee. I think she's physical damage. Big old physical damage. I'll do my dailies later too. I feel like dailies are just boring. There's a new build guide. Interesting. Sweet. There's all the eidolons. At least I can say I can finish them later anyway. Woo! 600 stellar jade. What? I deleted that mail and there was a link. Oops! Oops! There's more. There's new terms. Ah, they're updating everything. Time to go to the vortex of Genesis. We're not gonna... I don't need to do the story recap. Because honestly, I just finished it last week.
Rest in this world.
We just sitting here waiting.
taking far too long.
Waiting forever. It feels like we've already waited for 42 days. Don't ask me, Don Hong. You don't want to know.
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Vainon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait,
Oh.
no! Lady Trinan. Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial.
I think I will turn up my volume a bit more. There we go.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Why would we? The core flame is important to us, but it's beyond absurd to even consider sacrificing him to the Titans.
I guess Mighty
As
Mouse
I
is gonna go
promised
for him.
you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety.
No, apparently you're not
That's
supposed to really do that.
as I will go.
She probably wants him to do the trial for the core
I know
flame.
This is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning.
Well, at least she's not a
Alright,
complete
then.
bitch, I guess.
To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
Oh, hey, well, we're going in.
Might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase.
But we're
journey.
probably going to anyway.
Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
It's fine, we've got this. Exactly, no way am I getting involved. Can't we all go together? It's fine, we've got this. I'm good at this shit.
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Aglaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something
I
bad
mean,
were to
I
happen
kicked his
to
ass
Caspers,
before, right?
Your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
I have a feeling Stripe's gonna be like, nah, not you, bitch. You gotta stay behind.
Thank you
To Lord
both
Mighty.
for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Let go. I feel like I should put like Jingwan in here.
It isn't wise to put down the hammer and
Yeah,
take up the sword.
Yeah, it's a good chance Feed might end up like dying a lot because of the fact that I actually figured out why the herder was dying so much, and it was because I did not
Our reinforcements from
level
beyond
up her
the
light
sky,
count. I get
warriors
all.
of high esteem.
I forgot to
Please
do
close
that
your eyes
part.
and hold your breath.
Oops. Probably why Fugue is like always getting one shot too.
They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Oh, look who it is.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight.
Let the
in
bodies
Nicodemus'
hit the
trial.
floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Why is it just you? Where's Don Hong?
I don't see him around here.
Uh-oh.
We should go first.
I've already lost my buddy.
Let's pray he stays safe.
He's too dumb to be left out on his own.
Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he feels.
You won't get away, criminal and vermin!
Uh-oh.
Be on alert. The smell.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas. And I am here
Perdiccas.
to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
I mean, I guess that's what the Strife Titan wanted.
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Rude. Wow.
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaemen. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
I don't think we're supposed to interfere.
Die, you swine!
Oh no, they got him.
Maidamos,
Oh.
my king. Why?
Uh-oh.
Why did you leave us to the mercy of these foreigners?
Is this?
Seems more like Mighty Mouse's trial.
And you are... Oh. So the
Evil laugh.
alpha brute has found his way here.
The evil brute.
Kremnoans are all eager to die, huh? Then I shall grant you a swift death.
I don't think this guy knows who this guy is. Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind. He does know who he is.
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nicodemus' wrath.
Just so you know, I really like Mighty Mouse's like battle tactics. It's super fucking cool.
I can't die, but
I love it. He gets healed and he's like, I can't die, you dumbass. Please stop. I love it. He's like, bruh.
courage. Burn it all. I am struck. Forever doomed.
I like that. He's like, I literally can't die. Stop healing me.
Absurd. I know this Achaemen. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds.
Uh-oh.
This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool.
That's probably not it. We're gonna find out here shortly.
It's nothing. Let's go.
He probably knew who he was.
That voice. Is Cartonus?
Cartonus.
You too, Cartonus.
Mighty Mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally.
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where
Well,
Fun
to be fair, this is a trial, and none of it's real.
You know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo.
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonus.
Man, those people are really pissed at Gorgo.
Humiliate me, you shall not. Leave. Get out of Okima. Get out. Symbol of your sovereignty. Take it. Signet of Kremnos. Bask in blood-soaked glory. Your kind alone.
This is Mother's signet. It's here again. I knew it.
Uh-oh.
Finally gone mad, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all Cartonus. Look out!
Uh-oh.
Nice move.
Oh, look who shows up. Are we up against Dan Heng's apparition this time?
Wait. He seems calm and composed, unlike the rest.
Oh, he hasn't spoken yet, though.
Parted the waters.
How would I even remember that? That was like almost a year ago. That sounds like something the real you would say, yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So, you are Dan Heng. What did you go through before meeting us? You mean you saw your past too? The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
Interesting that Dan Heng had his
Might not
own.
be a single person's trial.
Meanwhile, I didn't get
But
nothing. I
arena
just got sitting here with Mighty
challenged her
Mouse.
to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met. We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
Look at all these bodies everywhere.
I agree.
Oh, look who it is.
Cursed
It's Strife.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial. I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one
Rawr.
manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
Mightimus, you are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
Well, I think he should, yeah.
Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Oh, we're gonna have to do bargaining.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No.
No. That's too easy.
I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen.
Oh, I guess maybe he's pissed because he fell in battle. And he doesn't want to give him up. Hey, don't we know know each other, buddy, oh pal, pal, buddy.
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his.
Uh-oh.
Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
This instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hand.
That blood wisp.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon as the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this.
Uh-oh.
Your hatred is as clear as day, my Demos. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize this is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead.
Uh-oh. Got that bloodlust.
Oh, child, abandon my fate. Show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
I think Strife him wants to take out the core flame now.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat this. Come at me then. Ignite the
All these people.
and
Oh.
onto the battlefield. Take this fierce
Some people have turned into the Titankin. Oops.
consume me, or lose yourself in the fight, and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this, the son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. The very moment not just the moment of ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos.
And here we go.
White warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath.
Are we JoJo posing? This is JoJo posing.
Can your murderous intent match up to what fate
We're JoJo posing right now.
prove to me that you are worthy of this power?
Mightymus is like, I don't want it, though.
Use all your might. Mournful cries. Miserable wails.
I love his ultimate. Like, it's so cool.
This is the power you desire? Use all your might. Burn it all.
His ultimate is so cool.
Forever do it.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of strife.
Eternal stay.
That's also why I want him so much, because like his ultimate is so cool. I like that he acts on his own though. Oh, accept your punishment, huh? I see.
Show no mercy.
Conquer all lands. Let's settle this. Burn it all.
The gate of fire, endless might.
I underestimated you. Attack. Receive divinity. Support. Receive. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
We still got one more battle after this, though.
Forever do it. You're so feeble, dying soul. Face me.
Oh, there we go.
Accept your punishment.
I like keep forgetting to pan it over.
How noisy.
Ooh, nice. He's just on like auto attack. That's all he does. Auto attack.
Follow my charge.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Conflict is pitiless.
This is
Burn it all.
Time for them. Show no mercy.
Dying soul, now accept your punishment.
I really like it. I really like his ultimate. It's so cool.
Conquer all lands.
Ooh, cutscene time. He's just throwing people. Oh shit.
Found you.
Now, luckily, he has an immortal body, though. And that means we won, though. Hooray! We found Phynon.
I did my best.
Uh-oh.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
Aglaia is a liar. He lying.
The depths of his heart. Lord Phynon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the core flame to the Chrysoseers, because he was also pinning his hopes on us to succeed him in shouldering the responsibility of resisting the Black Tide.
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Anvorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 Titans of Calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little
Does seem like
remains of
almost
this
like a
tranquil land,
virus. At
much
least
like
that's what
a
it looks
rising
like anyway.
sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naius, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flame
Yeah,
of strife.
poor Finon, he failed.
So, Aglaya,
Everybody's like, "Hey, Mighty Mouse, we got a job for you," and he's like,
Very
"No."
well, the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it were simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
He's not happy about that. No, sorry. Oh. I guess I was already at the bathhouse. A Stellaron. It does seem something like a Stellaron would do. That's true. Can't. Not resonating. We ain't getting no, signals. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It could be an all-star cast. Penny Coney all over again. Ooh, Mighty's point of view.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I think he's worrying about
I'm
himself.
sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me.
Oh.
Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Finon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan.
He's lashing out at everybody now.
Wasn't it?
He's pissed.
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood
He's
this.
like, I want a different core flame.
The downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
Mm-hmm. They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Dee, your people, they have been eagerly awaiting a new
He
king
doesn't
all
want to
this
be
time,
king.
haven't they?
He's
If
not
you
like
take on
Scar.
the divine role, they will have no reservations
I
about
can't
following your
wait
lead.
to be
After all,
king.
you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
It's the opposite. He can't wait to not be king.
I once was. But Lady Trebios.
You did miss one.
Lies my deepest
I got it.
fear. We'll talk
I mean, to be
again
fair, I
later.
don't think anybody watching
I'll
can
be
see
back.
it. It doesn't even show up on... No, it doesn't show up in chat.
Dee, regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Yeah, it was restricted by.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Open sesame.
Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
I love how Mighty Mouse is like, hey,
You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
you could slip and fall.
The Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about your feats on the battlefield.
He's like, shut up.
The Crown Prince. Are you
Like, oh
Kremnoan?
shit. Been caught already.
The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
Next to the parts next to it, huh?
With the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
Uh-oh.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Crateros is?
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
This is why old men are like children. They cannot be left to their own devices.
He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Verax Lea when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
A trap. Oops.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Lea was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the bats.
Alright, I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Oh, poor kids.
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemens. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home.
Uh-oh.
Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
Oh, hello, Sonny.
The Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emphorius. No one can defeat them.
Snap.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find
What
out
are you
that our
doing,
parents
son?
are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Aw.
We don't care.
That's
We all
really
know that the
sad.
Crown
The
Prince will
bunch
take
of
us home
bullies.
one day.
Time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed
Oh my
command.
God.
Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect.
And I guess
these
he'll
two
act like the
aspects
crown
if you are
prince to get
become
these
a
kids
brave
in line.
warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
Oh, I missed it.
There he is.
He don't look that old.
Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Rude.
Out of my way, lackeys of the council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
keep out
yeah.
of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Verax
Don't
Leo.
make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
Goodness gracious. Cowards.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be?
The Verax Leo sounds so nervous.
Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama.
Nice.
But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its
Sounds
den
like something Sonny would do.
when the Kremnoan warriors
Sonny, is that you in the
surged
story?
forward and brought it down
You wish.
in the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a
He's
single
kidding.
strike.
He's just a sweet boy.
And then,
He likes to try and steal fish sandwiches.
why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the
I
best part.
Can a lion even be red-faced? What? Like what? It's a metal lion. How does that work?
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while. Oh, what in Akama?
So wait a minute, are like all these talking lions just like a lion
To what do I
that
owe
died?
the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krateros. My esteemed teacher.
Interesting that he told him son of Gorgo
talk
and not the
somewhere
son
else,
of
my
his mother.
girls.
Forget his
I'm
mother's
tired
name.
of speaking with this silly lion.
Oh, now he looks
About
old.
the council's informants.
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
Yes.
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
So he's not for shit about him.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall? Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Oh, look, he's like fucking hoofing it.
Calm down. Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
That's hilarious.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Are you gonna throw him over the wall?
Sir?
Let's do it.
That voice sounds like a lot like old Joseph. It does. It does.
Someone help me! Some privacy at last.
We knocked him the fuck out.
So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
He's like, oh.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
I mean, forsaking is a harsh word.
Divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
That's the one that they want. It's the one that they want, though.
You should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to
There's 100% old Joseph. You can look him up. Look up his voice actor. It's Kratos.
You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Mighty Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
Uh-oh.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows
Two, not listed anywhere. No.
I swore to your mother.
I don't know.
I would guard your crown with my life.
You would think that they listed the voice
I never
actors,
foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your
Gorgo
back on
is
her
his
legacy,
mom's name.
like a wretched deserter, do not fault me.
Maybe
for
look up old
withholding my
Joseph's voice
loyalty.
actor on IBM. Maybe it'll show.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please.
Snap.
And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain
Looks like they're not
eternally
willing to
bound
give anything up.
strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey. Especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
I mean, I think that's why he was cursed with that immortality stuff.
The boy did nothing wrong.
Uh-oh.
This is murder. Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
absurd. Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos?
He was eventually.
You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this.
Mostly because, you
Our
know,
millennia-old glory
self-fulfilling
will become
prophecies.
nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter.
All I can find is a Reddit post where several other people recognized him. Ah, okay. Did they recognize him as the old Joseph voice actor?
As for our millennia-old
Is that the agreement?
It's always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want,
Richard
but it will
Epcar.
not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are
You would think it would be
murderers.
somewhere.
They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Sonny is such a big cat, and he purrs so hard that he vibrates the entire desk. Very gently, but I can feel it on the other side. It usually takes a little time before supporting characters get populated on these actor sites.
But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed, starting with this child. With these blood
And then nothing happened.
I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, European. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child. A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and efforts of Kremnos. You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade.
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear.
That guy's an asshole. Killing his own son. Rude.
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
It appears there are no objections.
Uh-oh.
Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes.
But he didn't get to join the fallen heroes. He wouldn't have because he didn't die in battle.
My son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos.
And then he pulled a bitch-ass move.
In the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Shimano actually beat him, too.
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
My Deimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. But how could I ever, the son of Gorgo, will be crowned in blood? If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
And then Mighty Mouse smashed it. Private bath chambers. Oh, look who it is.
Miss, you're awake.
Castor's what is life slumber?
Complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that. I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaia. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you
I don't really want any gifts from her because she cray cray.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off.
I don't trust her. She's snicky. Hey, look, it's us.
Yeah.
I've already seen some of these.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
Except for these Cremnoans. I'm trying to follow you, lady. Although technically I'm not supposed to follow her too closely.
Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms are full. I don't know how long I'll be able to live like this.
Is that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever.
Poor Trianne. She's like, I want it though.
Trianne, you need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's all right. Trianne is just... she'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just what? Trianne is super mad, that's what?
Oh no.
You've forgotten all about Mama. Mama gave us something just like this before.
Oh no.
Trianne.
These poor girls.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
Definitely is the counterfeit.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castorus. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully
Oh, so she wasn't trying to sell it,
hearing
it was
that.
just decoration for her stuff.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Persepolis, it could be worth a small fortune.
A small
Miss
fortune, just a
Casterus,
little.
I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Glare at her in silence.
I suppose I can sell
And just
it
be
to
like,
you at cost
look,
as a
bitch.
sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus.
What is it,
Just
like?
promise to support my business in the future.
Hey, oops. There goes my game. I accidentally closed it out somehow. I don't know how I managed to do these things, but I do. It's okay. Twitch is failing me also because I tried to clip something earlier and it's like it's like oops, something went wrong.
If you don't mind.
Oh, it's... see, I... when Lady Tree... but... for some reason...
I see. Madam, would you...
Certainly, it's just...
I understand. Feel free... Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it
I
holds
mean,
special
if
meaning
it
for
wasn't
Adrian
for me,
and
it should
reminds
still
her
be
of her
set back.
hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trianne's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trianne runs around, it won't break easily. All right.
It's like a little
to
gem,
business
though.
After that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
Yeah, well, you stopped. It's your fault. Oh, okay. Come back.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
Don Hung, he's fast as fuck. Also, he probably woke up before I did. Like a long time.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
You're up so early, Don Hung. That's definitely me staying up very late.
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. to express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
So I guess they can't make more, huh?
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
I'm not of drinking age yet. And even I'm not exempt to them. What do you mean Donahong isn't even old enough? What? Donahong has literally like been reborn. What the heck?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith.
I think we need to speak to Himiko about that one.
We wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
She's just trying to upset him. Wow, my gift, my gift.
Lee and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Who this?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady
Oh my
Agaya's
God,
tone
she's
of
so
voice
cute.
and micro-expressions that she's being genuine. Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so
Okay,
much
she's
for
fucking
Akima.
adorable.
You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Hyacinth.
Hyacinth.
Thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie.
Slightly, it's
I
March
missed you.
6th, slightly smaller March, right? Or maybe March 8th. Coming after March makes her smaller, therefore younger, right? She does look very similar to March, doesn't she? Yep. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends?
She does, makes you wonder. Uh-huh.
Sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akima presents such
Look at her little,
valuable
like, stuffed
gift to
animal
guests.
keychain.
Lady Aglaya?
Oops.
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akima, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
A questionnaire. Oh, okay.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer
Oh
of
my
the
God,
Moose
she's
Forest
fucking cute,
at the
though.
Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikado's attack on Akima, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akima.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
A therapist? She's a therapist. No, Don Hung, they said she was a nurse, not a therapist. A nurse.
It looks like everything's
Two
sorted
different
out
things. God.
now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaia.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the
I guess
ire
she's
of the
gonna be a
group.
character. I wonder if she'll be a 4-star or a 5-star.
As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Cersei's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaia, you can't be asking me.
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trian will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castorus will be accompanying her. I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos. If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place.
Ooh, I do like places that are called, like, the Grove.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be
Gray.
delighted to show you
Gray.
around.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Cass, make good use of it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. I'm glad to be in your company again, miss.
I don't know, you killed me last time.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them, and they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must
I like how
get
she
back
never
from them.
tells us what that thing is.
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then. The Grove of Epiphany is Akama's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Cersei's and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Look, there she is! And Lady Trian. But who's that they're looking at?
Uh-oh.
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trian! Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed.
That guy looks suspiciously like the one from the trials, though.
Trian knows the city has good doctors, so Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so
I love
had to
everything
perform some
about
emergency
Hyacinth.
treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide.
Uh-oh.
This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the
It's a
gods
plant.
injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I like the little stars and the highlights in her hair.
May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
We're gonna fly on a rocket ship.
To the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Aww.
Yes, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Wait a minute. Does she understand her?
Memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable.
Okay, to be fair, but Mem also looks like March 7th, though.
Amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Oh, that is something exactly March 7th would say. That's exactly what March 7th would say. I don't know who's more March 7th. Mem or Hyson. I also feel like she sounds like March 7th. They're both March 7th.
Is everybody awake?
I think Mem is definitely the March 7th voice. I think so too. I think somehow they're connected.
A little pink.
Because Mem just happens to show up when March 7th is starting to get encased with ice. Like, come on. And she's ice affinity.
It's already action hour. Lady
Action
Trian,
hour.
I hope you're well
That
rested.
sounds like super actiony. I don't know. Super actiony. Okay, whatever.
You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep?
I like how the edge of her fabric glows.
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not.
She's so cute. They're actually like
Wasn't
little
Lady
children.
Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what
I wonder if Mama is like Tribios's original mom or if it's Tribios. Are you leaving, Sonny? Sonny's been asleep this whole time. Now he's leaving.
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Pink puppy. Oh, interesting. Trian can understand what she says.
Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress.
Oops. From the Boken cocoon, faint light still emanates, like a sigh left behind by Nestia. Nice. I still want to know what these glowy things are.
Look, a huge tree. It's...
Big old tree. I was gonna go pick up the disc. I like how it looks like a person. That's pretty cool. But it deserves an award.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival. That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
I like how Mim is giving the directions now.
What in the...
No stepping on bugs. The dreams of giants sank into the earth and grew into a towering colossus like me. Knowledge, like seeds born on the wind, causes flowers to bloom across the land and withered branches to sprout anew. The world pours itself upon me like a spring. My eyes are clear, yet I cannot see myself.
Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Yeah.
I like that we can destroy it again and again if we wanted to.
The entrance on the other side
I like the voices whispering every time you use it.
I knew you would find it.
That's why you bring me
the courtyard
around.
of Storky should be just ahead of us.
Oh, and there happens to be
Take it, if it's to your liking.
a treasure chest right on the way. One day we'll read all these.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Uh-oh. Everybody's gone.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet. That's not very likely. As far as I can recall, the voices of people engaged in debate echoed throughout the grove at all hours of the day.
Look at all the pretty butterflies. Tryanne.
Oh. No one's here.
I have an idea. Lady Tryanne, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible.
At least she gave us something useful.
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests.
Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
This is a proverb that was recorded in the handbook of Nestia's priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction.
Ruh-roh.
Not worth.
But that shouldn't be.
It's one of them ghosts again.
White dryad flowers? No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead me, ma'am. Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already
Oh no,
died.
but they died. That's
What
so
you see here are
sad,
just
though.
faint after images of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try.
Shut the fuck up.
Black cloak, sword.
Why you make fun of Mem? I don't know.
Towards the
I make fun of Mem if I want to.
tree.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That's your Pokemon? Sure, she is my Pokemon.
The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Tryanne will be on high alert!
Uh-oh. Wicked Anaxes. Oh, thought they were, I thought Anaxis was like their mentor. Or teacher, I guess. That's interesting. Let's look around. Aha! A chest. Hello, Sonny. Welcome back. Oh, you almost fell. Well, your back leg almost fell. Oops, no! I wrecked it. What are you doing? Can hear her struggle through the mic. Yeah. Surprised you can't hear him cooing. He's coming over here, standing over the keyboard, cooing. Oops. Life is tough when you're both sleepy and fat. It's true. Shoot. I'll have to reset, I guess. Oops. No. Ha! There we go. Don't ask me how I know. Is it because you're a raccoon?
Take it, if it's to your liking.
He's just sitting here staring at me. He says, why aren't you petting me? Oh my god. Oh no, he's gonna bite my fingers now. To make sure he bites my knuckles instead. Ow! Sonny, why? Why are you biting me? He doesn't just ask. He punishes for not answering him. It's true.
Is becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
Uh-oh.
This looks really scary.
Oh, what is this?
No,
they're different.
It's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted.
Oh, maybe that one person came from the grove then. I bet that's what happened.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Mem.
Uh-oh. It's just like the, what are they called? What the fuck those mobs were in, kind of remind me of the madness dudes in Elden Ring. Yeah, I was gonna say, they remind me of the guys on the Shanzhou, the ones that get turned. And I can't remember what they're called for the life of me.
The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
Trienne, please hide behind us.
I like how we're like, nah, Trienne, let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah, the Mara strike. How did you remember? Not me.
As expected, the words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking.
I have no idea.
settle this.
Annihilate. Your end approaches.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
That paradise, savor it for me. Bloom. As you command. I failed to send you. As you command.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating front.
Interesting.
No mercy.
I sense a storm.
So every time you hit him, your HP is restored a little bit.
Stay back, Clara. Target threat index.
You chose the...
That took a while, though.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong!
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Somebody gotta pick up that core flame.
This mess. It seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Treeby, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are
I
hidden
knew
is
it.
quite unique. Such
He was from the
craftsmanship is
Grove. He was
undeniable
trying to
from the
warn
Grove.
everybody.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castrus and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trianne just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
But... what?
Uh-oh.
They can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and
I like how she doesn't leave
find
anywhere
Alexa.
herself.
Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
I don't think that
No,
one's
I'm
a
being
joke.
serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akuma. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akuma's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
It certainly seems that way so far, doesn't it?
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaia doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid. Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
He's like, hey,
During our regular
no.
citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we
That
formed
is
an
definitely
agreement
March
with these
7th's
Titans
voice.
who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Voronix, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
Nope, they sure didn't.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian.
Poor
Your
Trian.
body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard. They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you. Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
That also would explain like all of March 7's obsessiveness with like little cute animals. And stuffed animals.
So many monsters.
Didn't detect any memories. Cannot be opened in the current state. Oh, stuck on the dead body. Aha.
Ma'am.
Interesting that she can't see their memories either. I guess they're corrupted to the point of
Because when a
yeah.
life is devoured by the black tide,
And the obsession with capturing photos
loses
could
its
definitely be metaphor for capturing memories. Exactly. It's locked.
It was probably sealed in order to
Knock,
ward off the
knock.
black tide.
Open up.
Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Are you serious?
Uh-oh.
Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods? Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear.
It's our introduction to Naxa, isn't it?
My name is Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras.
Seven sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted through the wonders of alchemy. I have shattered my soul and transmuted
Oh Lord.
before burying it.
This seems like a dangerous endeavor.
I've recorded these words so that visitors
Pretty sure they learned their lesson in the Full Metal Alchemist.
Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being...
Yep, there you go. I guess he knows.
In other That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the
Except for one of them got attacked by the Black Tide, so...
Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove.
I think they got attacked on the way.
Cersei's core flame will reach Akuma before long.
Oh no.
Since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now,
Well.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time. You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name. Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Nesporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested.
That sounds like very convoluted.
He's still alive. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then. I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Circe's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there, but making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
I can't. Oh, well, she said all right.
Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way. Alchemy is truly incredible.
Hiya.
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious.
That sounds like a titan. That's why you're supposed to keep quiet in a library.
Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
Library of Philia. To the soul that seeks understanding, love and wisdom are but one life. The thirsty approach the water only to dissolve in the moon's reflection. Weirdo Keating. Chrysalis of gold, Nestia, weaving fates of hearts destined to meet, purest beauty in your grace, deepest passions in your heat. Incapable of singing.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak.
Oh, who's that? That's a ghost.
Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar.
What a good-looking ghost.
What a smooth-talking child. I'll accept your praise.
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself.
Very true.
Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess.
Idonia, there we go.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the Lotophagists.
Lotophagists.
Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagists has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily.
I never trust anybody so easily.
Just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self.
Never trust a random hot lady who appears out of nowhere and starts talking to you, especially if they're dead. Well, apparently she might not be dead, so.
Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries,
she's like, it's a trick question.
Provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers? This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna log off for the night. There's a nymph. Might as well catch it. Cheater nymph. Alright, I'm gonna hop off for the night. I'll be back tomorrow with the new Infinity Nikki stuff. I'm super excited to do the new quests for it. We're gonna show off all the stuffs. I will not be getting the 5-star this time, and probably not even the 4-star. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. And I hope your hump day finishes off well. Good night, everybody.